Like, I'm just like, I had to look behind me, like, is someone coming in here? But yes, shout out to everybody who was here earlier in the chat and everything like that. But it's crazy, there's a lot of things going on. We were just talking about Don Lennon getting arrested, figures, public figures, people in general being unalive, for being at the wrong place, wrong time, or right place, right time, and just losing their life due to things that are is really not that serious or should have never really happened. And it's a scary time. It just seems like, there is no such thing as, right and wrong, or, good behavior or moral ethics at this point in life. Like, things is just really, really tricky out here. And it's just really, really sad to see people lose their lives in ways that is definitely unfortunate and unfair, and should not happen. But if you're just logging back in, you're just catching this video, this is part two to a video I'm doing tonight, saying pretty much I disappeared and I'm back, and just talking about, just some regular gossip in the streets, all this news footage and media outlets about all this crazy stuff happening with protests and crime across the world, people being unalive, obsessive thoughts by three-letter agents, and authority figures, sent out to, control and contain, and people of certain backgrounds and race and ethics, that's just really, really crazy. And it's wild. The footage and the news media outlets have been showing stuff that just is really, really out of control on a whole different level, to the point where, like, it's surprising to see these things happening in real time, in real life, without no one stepping up to say right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter what the person's skin color is, sex orientation, identity is, gender. Like, certain things I think just should not happen. And I feel like when things happen and people don't really put no clause, no stop, no pause, no emphasis on it. They just move along like things that just never happened before. It's just kind of wild and crazy. It's really, really just kind of wild and crazy. So 1 second, I'm gonna try to go back. Yeah, I want to make sure that my caption is still correct. Um, but I think I can't touch it right now. Let me see. Can I? No, I cannot. I'll have to fix it later. But yeah, it's just really wild. I try not to do like too many conversations about, too many sensitive, subjects, but I'm really intrigued and interested in a lot of these conversations because it's just appalling to see things happen, out here in the world. Even if you're not right next to it, you see it on TV, social media. It's like, just imagine what the people are going through that are actually in those places and states. And again, these things happen right in our backyards. Within these things happen in our backyards, it's like no one cares. No one speaks up. No one says anything. It's just really, really, really crazy. It really is. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But not for nothing. I pray for these people that are in these situations. It's not right. These are really detrimental circumstantial situations people are in. And, if I wanted asylum, if I wanted help, if I needed to flee my country and go somewhere else and get support or try to get love and affection, and, you know, money, and, take care of myself and my family, and, survive and start all over again, and try to live a life. If I wanted that, and I fled, America, and I went somewhere else and try to get that, like, I would hope to have a somewhat decent experience. I would not want to be treated like these people are being treated right now on TV and on social media. Like, it is bonkers. It is wild. It is so, so wild. But I guess it's even worse where these people come from. Where these migrant people are coming from is even worse in their country. So I guess what they deal with here in America is worth it. I guess it's really worth it. It's really horrible just to know that people are going through these kind of things. But I guess people love messy content. People love juiciness. People love gossip. People love, gruesome, grief, dark stuff. And people will watch things that, in videotape, they pull their phone out immediately to record things and not even try to help a person. So this is the time we're living in right now. I guess people just really don't care. You know, I guess people just really, really don't care. And it's horrible. It's really, really horrible. But what can we do? This is the government we live with now. This is the country we live in now. And this is definitely nothing like the '90s and the early 2000s. Like, Anyone can be, you know, anyone can be a president, anyone can be a mayor, anyone can be a governor, anyone can be a political activist, anyone can be, a socialite, anyone can be, working in the White House or the Capitol or the headquarters. Like anyone can do anything now. Like you don't have to have all these doctorate degrees and fellowships and sponsorships and all this kind of referrals, and you don't have to have this, collegial life, it seems, I guess. Anyone can do this now. Reality stars, TV stars, actors. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the subs. Anyone can do this now. Like you don't have to come from a rich family background. Anyone can get into these opportunities now. That's what it sounds like. It's so wild. It really is. But I had a lot of burnout, going back full circle while this conversation is happening tonight. This is part two to, I disappeared. Let's catch up. And I have another channel. It's called Locd Diaries here on YouTube. And that's LOCDDIARIES. You may find it under Kashel, KYCHEL _ K now, or Kashel K Fit. I talk about my lock journey, getting locked, beginning, middle, end, pros, cons, DIYs, good, bad, and ugly, shampoos, products, conditioners. I talk about all that over there. And I was experiencing burnout, trying to get that channel to grow and trying to figure out the right things to do to get to 1,000 subscribers and, get these watch hours up. So I neglected this channel. So again, I'm sorry. Have been more consistent here on this channel. I was trying to go for the gusto on my other channel because things seem to be working out amazingly for me over there. But still a slow gain. So now I'm just trying to take things for what they are, and I'm just really trying to take it easy and just have fun on both my channels and spread myself between both my channels equally, and not trying to burn out anymore. So that's why I'm going live tonight. Letting you guys know what was going on with me. Give me a little bit of tea and background, explaining just a little bit, let you guys know what happened and why I just kind of fell off a little bit. But good evening, chat. How you guys doing? Happy weekend. Thank you guys for popping in. Just a little chit chat for tonight to catch you guys up on anything you think you may have missed. You haven't really missed that much, but just catching you up. Want to let you guys know what's going on, where I've been. I've been to the live streams, I've been to the videos. Why I've been inconsistent, and that's a little bit why I've been a little bit inconsistent. But I'm back. Good evening, happy weekend, happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, all that other good stuff. Feliz Navidad. Happy Three Kings Day, all of that. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. But definitely want to show some love and light over here because it's been a while, and I definitely did a video with my fishies, and it got like almost 2,000 views and like a whole lot of subscribers and videos shares, and I didn't even notice that until like weeks later. I'm like, wow, I need to really be over there more often, posting content, checking in with people, letting people know I'm alive, I'm okay, letting people know about my other channel, Lock Diaries. So if you guys are new here, definitely make sure you like and subscribe to Lock Diaries. It's my other channel where I talk about my hair. It's a really cool channel. I don't do live stream open panels over there, but it's a really cool channel showing my lock journey. So definitely check it out if you want. That's Lock Diaries. So that's LOCD Diaries. Good evening, Third. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Good to see you. So definitely catch me over there, see what I'll be doing. But I don't have any live open panels over there. Everything is closed panels. I'll be doing live videos and short videos over there only. But working my way up. Just made my 1K over there, so I'm excited. Looks like I'm almost over to my 1K over here too, so that's exciting as well. Definitely trying to like manage both these channels, equally, distributively, and make sure that I'm giving love both ways and not just fully to one channel and not the other channel. So you'll see more open discussions or more lives from me some more, really, really soon. Thank you, Third. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yep, my lock anniversary is coming up. I'm approaching year 6. My 6-year lock anniversary is going to be on June 1st, 2026. So, yep, I'll be 6 years locked, and the journey has been great. I was just telling people I have another channel for Lock Diaries, and I talked about my entire lock journey over there, but I've been neglecting this channel because I've been trying to look out for that channel, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. But not for nothing, Inhale, exhale. It's been a journey learning from people like Third World Colombian and Uncommon Central Jose Negron and so many other people, it's been a journey trying to find my lane, my fit, my avenue, how I want to show up, how I want to look, how I want to talk, how I want to act, what I want my channel to look like. It's been a journey trying to make sure they don't look totally the same, trying to put some distinction between both channels, theme songs, outros, intros, captions, brand colors. It's been a lot to think about, once you want to take it seriously and once you want to, possibly, become a content creator and make money off of it, you take it more seriously, you look at it more differently, and that's definitely where I got to that point. It was like, okay, I don't want to just upload videos and post silly, funny videos. I do, but I want to do it in a way where it makes sense and, it's not just sloppy, like just, all over the place. So, I took a break to make things make sense. And shout outs to me. I got my first facial today. I never got a facial my entire life. I got my first facial, and it was pretty cool. If you know me. Check out my TikTok and my Instagram and my Facebook. I posted some nice videos of my facial today, so check it out. Give it some love. You see it there. I'm not gonna throw it on my YouTube yet. I'm gonna wait, make sure I post it when it makes sense, when the time is right. But if you know me in real time, definitely check out my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. You'll see those videos of me in the beauty salon today, getting my first facial ever. And I'm like in my 40s, guys. I got my first facial in my 40s. Like, I never was that girl who's into facials and manis and petties until late 20s. And again, not facials, just manis and petties. So I'm a late bloomer in some areas. What can I say? Like, I'm going to keep it real. But again, that's about me. What about you guys? Like, definitely let me know some tea. Again, as I mentioned earlier, have you guys ever, gotten in your way, self sabotage accidentally, and stepped away from something you were really good at, you were really enjoying, and you really miss it, and low key, you wish you could get back to it? Like, don't be afraid to let me know. Like, please let me know. I'd be really interested to know what is that thing that, made you feel a lot different and you're not doing it anymore, but you kind of miss it. You kind of miss it. So I'm gonna take some time to respond to the chat. See what you guys are talking about. Again, sorry I walked away earlier. Like it literally sounded like somebody was walking through my door while I was on the live stream. So I'm here. I'm not alone. Only one other person or two other people got the keys. So I'm like, it shouldn't be needing one of them people. I'm like, hold on, who's coming in? So sorry for that abrupt, cut of the live stream. I just was like kind of bugging. Like it sounded too real. But think you guys are popping up back with me. But I'm gonna just take some time to check out the chat. See what you got to talk about in the chat. And do I sleep? Yes, I do sleep. Oh, thank you guys for saying I'm gorgeous. Thank you for the subscriptions. Appreciate that. I'm doing well, third. Thank you so much. Life looking amazing. Appreciate that. Hi, Garris Walters with the Supreme logo. How you doing? So, what do you guys want to discuss? What do you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to talk about personally, specifically? Let me know. But just to share some more insight, excuse me, I just dropped my first ebook. Taking you back to my other YouTube channel, although I love being here as well. Your girl just dropped her first ebook. So you're gonna be seeing that soon. Um, really proud about that. I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, I said that. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So I got something new coming out that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for that. And I think there'll be more in the pipeline. So wine and FaceTime, another conversation. I started, YouTube on a topic, open discussion platform for wine and FaceTime. And I talked about various discussions, various things, open platforms, with people giving their opinions and viewpoints about various topics and conversations. And it will go, somewhere between 20 minutes to an hour, 2 hours sometimes. And it was with people that I knew in the Black and Latino sectors, and people I just met on my journey, and who weren't in a clique, so to say. And it was a great thing I was doing. But again, it came with needing consistency. It came with needing, clear ideas, topic, structure, and foundation, and support and branding, and all the other creative stuff. And I really wasn't prepared for it the way I thought I was initially. Like it led to burnout. Like it really got me or out of character at some point, like Started running out of ideas, started, getting tired of like trying to control different personalities, started taking up time in my personal life, Um, it started looking expensive as far as, trying to get the best equipment to do the best things, and it became kind of obsessive, like how you're looking at Facebook Reels or social media for 2 hours straight without realizing you was on social media for 2 hours straight. It kind of became like a lot, and I gained subscribers, but never the way I thought I was going to gain subscribers. And I feel like, for the most part, I learned a lot shortly, but it was a lot to handle in the beginning, and I wasn't really mentally prepared for it. I'm definitely not a better space where I can do that. So I definitely want to hear from you guys. If you guys know me from the Wine and FaceTime days, what ideas, what topics would you like to discuss on Wine and FaceTime? What would you be interested in hearing being discussed, on a platform that you would like to discuss with, are afraid to discuss with, would not mind sitting back just listening to other people discuss it, like things like that. I do have a list of things I want to start, with the discussion, but definitely going to take some time with branding, and make sure it makes sense, and trying to be able to see if an open discussion platform can be available without it being too chaotic, too long, and take away too much from the discussion. So I still don't have all the variables on that, and that makes me kind of stressed out and makes me want to not do it, until I'm ready to say I have full control over it. So that's what's keeping me right now from going totally, totally live with that. So with that said, that's why I have not come out with a schedule. That's why I haven't given you guys a date, a time when I'm gonna be live, when I'm gonna, do the first season, the first episodes, because I really want to make sure. Sorry, it all makes sense, and I don't want to self sabotage myself again. I don't want to do that. I really loved what I was doing in the beginning, and it became a real job and a pain in the ass at some point, and that's when it was no longer fun. And I don't want that to happen again. So I want to make sure this time I treat it, the way I would want to be treated, and I want to do it right, So I can do it right, I'm not gonna bring it back, but I am thinking about doing pre-recorded episodes and then doing live reaction responses to those episodes, with a group, just to avoid, having to worry about not getting. Yeah, I got a phone call. I'm actually wrapping up this stream right now. I just got a phone call and I need to address it. But thank you guys for vibing out with me. Hope you guys catch part one of this as well when you get a chance. Because I'm back. And anything you guys want to talk about, I'll be here to discuss. So peace out to you guys. No specific date, time of when I'll be live moving forward. But thank you guys for listening and asking questions in real time. And if you have questions in the replay, I'll be sure to answer all those questions in the replay as well. Shout out to Irby Fatal and Third World Colombian and the machine, the MACH13M5T, and shout out to Leo or Ortiz R2D. Shout out to everybody who came here in the chat: RLD 320, Lucero Escalima, Y2V, Emily Moore I4ish, Neil Mac K9X. Shout out to all you guys. Definitely get back at me. Let me know anything you want to know more about, and I'll be here. I'll be here to talk about all of that. So I'm out of here. Peace, y'all. Again, like my video, share, subscribe in real time, leave a comment, replay game, do your thing. And the girl is back. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.